Testing, testing. What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Beautiful. All right, let me put in the questions in the chat and then we can go from there. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's how it works, guys. If you can answer the 6 questions in the chat and put your responses in the chat itself, we can go in order of whoever responds first, and I will try to get to everybody. Welcome aboard. Let's take 5 minutes to do that. All right, let's jump in. We got the first response here. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. If you could write your answers to the questions in the chat,
Oh,
and that way
okay.
we can go in order.
Sure. I thought I sent it to you. Hold on. How is everything going?
Good, man. How are you?
No bad, no bad.
Good, good to hear.
I had to download hold on.
Good, good, good. Let me get started because I think somebody wrote a question here. Bavna is a data scientist, wants to be a lead data scientist and make over 250. Why Data Engineering Academy? How can you help? Well, Bavna, let me ask you, who did you speak to already?
Nick?
Okay, yeah. So what was the thing that you learned regarding how we can help?
So would like to know, I heard that you guys can make a personalized, what to say, a program for a individual and can guide them in a correct direction based on their current experience and a soft skill. But I asked Nick to send me, what to say, course that what he showed me on his screen when we were on a call regarding the curriculum about the data engineering and all that, but I have not heard anything back yet. So my question in number 6 that, how you guys can help out just for a resume point of view, or you guys provide the technical training and help to find the employees, how you guys can help to the candidate?
Yeah, so we help in both the technical training and the job placement side. The technical training, as Nick said, is we personalize the curriculum for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the job placement side, we scale your resume after fixing it. We scale your resume to about 20 jobs a day. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And so you want to be a data engineer or a lead data scientist?
Lead data scientist, that's what my role, and from last over 17 years, I'm in this field in a programming especially, but I never worked as a developer. So as a data engineer, it's a combination of programmer and a developer both. So I'm lack of developer, to be honest, but if by, doing this course, if I can get some speed in terms of the skill, that would be great.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Go back to Nick, talk to him about the programs and the packages and go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Sounds great. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Okay. Mushtaq. Hope I pronounced that one right.
Oh, yeah,
Oracle
that's correct.
developer. What's up, man? Oracle developer wants my recommendation as to which title he should go. Based on the skills I have, need to have. What much can I expect? How much can I expect for compensation? Got it. So tell me a little more. What's the title you've thought about getting? And the first question, I guess, did you talk to anybody yet?
Oh, it's been a while. I talked to someone. I don't know the name, but yeah, I talked to someone. I mean, I think last Saturday, not this weekend. Week before last weekend. So I spoke to, I think, Kevin.
Okay.
So basically, he was just pursuing with me, like, what do you want to do? Like, because it's been a while you connected with us. I
What's
said,
the goal?
yeah. And basically, I'm trying to go into the market, like, so actually, I'm a developer with Oracle, Oracle developer. So I want to go with something like data engineering. So just wanted to know how it goes with that, with Oracle and data engineering. If I have to transfer my skills from Oracle developer to data engineering.
You're saying because you know Oracle Cloud?
Not cloud, like I'm basically a PL SQL developer.
Got it.
SQL.
So you still need to know, like, regardless of your background, you still need to know certain things in data engineering. So, for example, do you know any of the big three cloud? Do you know system design? Do you know data modeling?
Data modeling, yeah, I have done it in a while, but yeah, ER diagrams like data modeling.
But not so much on the other two, correct?
Yeah, not that.
And I'm assuming you know SQL pretty well, yes?
Yes.
And maybe you don't know Python as much.
Yeah, I don't know Python, so.
Right. Right. And the reason I'm able to
Sure.
guess that is because it's just pattern recognition, right? When I see somebody with your years of experience and your title, it's like, okay, I can kind of guess what do you do know and what you don't know. So
Yeah.
the way it would work, just because you asked what skills, you probably need to learn cloud, you probably need to learn Python, and you probably need to learn a little bit of system design as well as your behavioral questions because they're going to come up on the interview. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Oh, yeah, got it.
Total compensation, you asked how much can I expect? How many years of experience do you have?
I have like 15 plus.
I'm assuming you were making 150, 200?
Oh, and 120 is I was making.
Ooh, okay. So
Yeah.
so we could do better. Okay. So you
Okay,
could
got it.
probably try to aim for 200.
200. Okay.
Fair enough?
Yeah. Good.
Cool,
Thanks.
cool. Just reach back out to Kevin. He should be able to take care of you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Mark, you there, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right. Talk to Abby, process engineer, wants to be a DE, wants to go from 160 to 2. I've been in the auto industry for 2 decades, which consumes data rather than building it for people like me. How difficult is it for really someone to enter this space? As a senior process engineer, do you code?
I don't code, although I pull data. That's being pulled
How do you
together.
pull data?
So, because I'm in the audit industry, more on quality and warranty, I pull data to kind of put together for senior people, management, so that they can make sense of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and this is like downloading Excel files, CSVs, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, correct.
When you say pulling
Power
data.
BI. Yeah, Power BI stuff. Yeah, pull.
Yeah. So you've kind of been doing the work of a data analyst. So that's good because it means you can get into that data engineer position next. Do you care more about the title or care more about the compensation?
More of the compensation, really. Don't care about the
I
title.
gotcha. Are you plateaued at 160? Is that it?
It's not plateauing, but in the auto industry, our our increases or merit increases really is just a little above inflation, so really small.
I gotcha. So semi-plateaued.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So the good news is that you can probably become a data engineer. The bad news is you might hit somewhere between 150 and 200 this first time around. the long-term good news is that 2 years out, you might make 220. 4 years out, you might make 260, and so on and so forth and so forth. Because the thing, I'm assuming you don't have any equity, right?
Oh, what does that mean?
Like you don't have stock in the company that you work at.
Oh, I do, because that's what they provide. So what 160 comes with is actually,
Got
that's
it.
the total, including the stock options that puts
Got it.
together.
Okay, so that's good. So you understand the concept of stock. So what you need to do is you need to go to a company that is going to pay you more in stock, and then it grows over time as your compensation grows. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for you, how many hours of work do you have to put into this program?
I was talking to Abby last week. I think I could probably put 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours a day to put into
3 to 4
this.
hours a day. Okay, so about 20 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should be able to get through the education piece in less than 6 months.
Less than 6 months. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm being conservative there. You can do it faster, but again, I'm going to assume that your 4 hours a day is going to be closer to 2 hours a day. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah. So although you did mention that I kind of do data analyst kind of responsibilities already, but
Correct.
going to data engineering is really something that's completely foreign to me, right? Because this is, instead of pulling data, you're actually building data, right? Or
Yeah.
making data. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
software is not something that I have experience.
Yeah, that's okay. The nice thing about data engineer is that it crossovers into data analysts. So, for example, you can get a senior data analyst role and do data engineering work, right? Because nowadays companies are kind of just mixing both titles. You can also get a data engineer job and do a little bit of data analyst work while doing the data engineer job. So, the fact that you pull data is already a really good start. Now you just have to learn the coding side, which again, it's going to take a couple months, but you know, hopefully you put in those 20 hours you said. Make sense?
Yes, thank you. Can I have a follow-up question?
Sure, go for it.
So going into this space, it's I know that AI is actually being, so it's AI is big right now, right?
Mhm.
And AI is eventually going to be my competition, really, right? Is that going to be the case for this one? Is it going to be a real competition for data
It's going
engineering
to be
jobs?
everybody's ally and everybody's competition. It's both. That's like me saying the internet is going to be my competition because I'm a, newspaper writer. It's like, well, newspaper writers still haven't had a job because they just have to start typing on the internet. You see what I'm saying? It's just a
Yeah.
tool and you have to adopt with the technology. But that was true 50 years ago, 100 years ago, and it'll be true in 50 years.
Mhm. Thank you.
You got it.
Yep.
Thank you, man. Okay, David Zepfel, consultant, director of IT, 30 hours a week, wants to go 200K, get me to the next level. Cool. David, who'd you talk to, man? David, can you hear me? Going once. Going once, going twice. I think David is not here anymore. Okay, we'll circle back if David comes back. Mike Crawford. NA all across the board. What should be my next step to get into my first IT job? I have my. Are you freshly out of college, Michael?
No, I been out of so I messed up. I went to college for psychology and I really can't get anything. So I'm trying to just, figure out a way to, better my life, trying to get like a good job. Um and people are like, "Oh, get this CompTIA security job." A whole bunch of people are going to be looking at you. Um, but it's like it, I'm not getting anything really. And people say you got to do extra. So I just want to
What are you
know.
applying to? Are you applying to security jobs?
Uh, I'm applying to help desk jobs right now.
Okay.
Um,
Is
I'm
data
just trying to.
engineering something that you want to do? We don't help with help desk jobs specifically. So I'm asking
I'm
if,
just.
if
Well,
go
I
ahead.
would like. I wanna get to a place where I'm making really good money. Um, Data engineering is something that I've looked at, and they said like with the CompTIA, like that's something on the path that you can go towards. Am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Is this something that and you haven't talked to anyone on my team, right?
No, I've not.
Okay. So we do have programs to help you with this. Is this your first job out of college, or were you with a different job beforehand?
I have. I work in a group home right now. Uh,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So what I can do is I can book you in with a meeting so that you can have a conversation with one of my enrollment advisors. Because it sounds like you want what we have, you want it now. I think my only question for you is this something you're in a position to pay for right now? We charge anywhere between 10 and 40 grand, basically. Again, it depends on what you need and what you're looking for, but that's what that next conversation would be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm not in the position to pay that. Thank you
No
though.
worries. No worries at all, man. If you have a credit score that you think you can leverage, you can DM me because I don't want you sharing your credit score in front of everybody. That's the only other thing I can think of. Otherwise, I don't want to put you through the next call if it's something that you don't think you can make happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
All right. You have a good one.
You too. All right. Ed Yinka, sorry if I butchered that name. Or Yinka. Is a data engineer, wants to become a senior data engineer, wants to make 130. Can I clear up behavioral questions? Tell me a little more. What do you mean?
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Um,
Hey, Yinka, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. I don't know if you stepped away from the mic or you're cutting in and out. Yinka. Yinka. I don't think it's me. Okay, Yinka, I'm gonna have to go on to the next person. Let me know
uh,
if you do fix that mic
can you
issue.
can you hear me now? Sorry about this.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Uh, Sweet, thanks. Just can you still hear me? Okay. Just quick question. I'm in London, as I said. So currently I take interviews, right? I skill through the first stage, which is Python, SQL, the algorithms, two sums, all of that, list code questions. But when I get to the last stage, which is the behavioral questions, where I sort of, I won't say fumble, but then again, I don't get the offer. So basically, I'm thinking is more of it behavioral questions that I'm struggling with. And maybe system
Gotcha.
design. Yeah, but yeah, that's
Okay, well, if you're saying maybe system design, that's a little bit different. So, how many interviews have you gone through?
in the last 2 months, I've applied to 10 jobs, gotten 4 interviews.
Okay, so your interview rate is great because if you have a 40% success rate, that's pretty good. I'm assuming you're applying to only jobs that reach out to you first. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. The success rate is high because they're coming to you. You're not going the other way. How many years of experience do you have?
4, 5 years experience.
Okay. And you know AWS and system design
Yes, AWS and GCP. Currently, I use GCP.
and data modeling?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And so out of the 4 interviews, you're saying all 4 you failed in the behavioral question round?
Yes, I skilled the first round, which is Python and SQL.
How many stories did you write down?
I've got just 3 stories.
Okay. And what did you use the star format? I'm gonna take that one as a no.
Oh, what's wrong with my network? Hello?
Can you hear me, Yinka? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? All right, Yinka, let me do this, man. Because I don't want to hold up everybody else with the mic issues.
I'm so
And you continue to cut in and out. I'm gonna send you a link if you want to
okay.
go ahead and book a call there.
Okay.
Talk to this gentleman about our silver package. and we can help you with your interviews, because the problem is you have two problems going on. Number one, if you actually want a job, you can't just wait for people to come to you. You have to go and apply to like 1,000 jobs instead of just waiting for your next 4 interviews, because you might be waiting for those next 4 interviews for another 4 months. That's a
Okay.
lot of time, right? What are you making right now? Like 80 grand?
No, 60. It's UK
Yeah.
case a lot, so the US.
Yeah. So if you're trying to double your income, then every single month that you wait costs you 5 grand, right? A 60K increase divided by 12 months is 5 grand. And if you are waiting for people to come to you, like you can literally just apply to 1,000 jobs and get like another 20 interviews. The good news is, because you have data engineering experience, it sounds like you're already getting good feedback. Now we just need to fix your behavioral questions and fix your system design interview skills. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Perfect. Cool, cool. All right. I just sent the link. Please go ahead and book an appointment. We can go from there.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, man. Okay, let's see. We got Desmond. What's up, man? Desmond, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Did you get a chance to send me the resume? I can see your message there.
No, I did not. Do you want me to send it here in the chat?
Uh,
Right.
I don't know if the chat lets you send it. If you want, you can share your screen. It sounds like you just want me to do a quick resume review.
Yeah, I'd rather to just send it to you, so that's what I was wondering about that.
You can just share your screen. Yeah, we could do a quick one.
Okay, hold on just a bit. Let me.
And what job are you going for? What position?
More of a director, senior
Cool.
director position.
Cool, cool. And have you started applying to jobs yet? And can you zoom in a little bit, please?
Sure. Zoom in. Let's see. Can I do that? Can you see, Chris?
Yeah, zoom in just a little more.
Sure.
Thank you, Desmond. Okay, so what's the goal? What are you currently making? What are you trying to make?
Well, right now I'm more of a project and program manager and portfolio manager, and realistically, I want to, as you can see from the title, I want to go beyond. I know I have enough experience behind me now to go beyond this. So
Okay.
what I'm seeking is more of a director or a VP role itself. And what I need to do is I'm actually trying to the goal is actually figuring out what would be the next step for me with the level, because what I'm doing right now, as you make it say, I'm actually working with data bricks, AI, uh, big data, all of those things we actually do for the federal government. And that's what
Sure.
I'm doing, because I'm hearing more.
So it sounds like you need to learn. It sounds like you're going for TPM role. Is that correct?
Well, that's what I was sort of targeting, but I really want to go beyond that, because unfortunately I have the skill set, I have the knowledge.
Do you care more about the title or more about the compensation?
Compensation is the
And I'm
big
assuming you're making like 200 right now.
250.
Okay, so you want to go to 300 then? I'm assuming
Correct.
300 plus.
Correct.
I mean, the first thing I encourage is not to get bogged up on the title. Whether you're a
Yes.
TPM, a senior TPM, or an executive TPM, all those three mean different things at different size companies.
Okay.
Like you could be a TPM for a startup and you're essentially their executive TPM.
Okay.
You know, so like title won't matter as much in the short term, and you'll get promoted in the long term, but you have to focus on the compensation when you first get your job, because that's harder to move.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So from a resume standpoint, if you scroll up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Here.
Yeah, I mean, the summary is fine. What's your most recent job? How far do I have to scroll down to get to your most recent job?
The most recent one would be DOJ.
Yeah. What page is that on?
These are some leading to it, which would be.
Why is it on page 7, man?
It's a lot I'm doing because we do a lot of stuff here.
How
These are all
many pages is your resume?
It is
14?
probably about 14 pages, correct?
Man, we got to trim that down a little bit, man. We got to trim that down. Recruiters will look at like 2 to 3 pages tops
Right.
with somebody with your years of experience.
Well, the reason why within the federal government, they want to see everything. So I know for a fact that's part of the problem there.
Yeah, but are you applying to a federal government job?
No, I'm not. I want to get away from it because that's
Yeah.
where I'm at now.
Then you got to make your resume non-government
Okay.
related. So the thing is, right now,
Mm-hmm.
your resume isn't the bottleneck. It's not the constraint. Like your resume will take less than a week to fix up and move things around. Like I wouldn't worry too much about that. Like I'm assuming you still need to learn certain skills that maybe you don't know. So like AI and project management, maybe you have some exposure, right?
Right.
Right. And so with that, it's like, cool. If you don't have fully 10 out of 10 exposure, we can teach you that within the TPM route.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
But like your resume, I have no doubt that with enough applications, you'll get interviews. The question is, can you talk about your stories during the interviews in order to get those higher level roles?
Okay.
So don't worry too much about your resume because I see this mistake a lot where people focus on the wrong bottleneck
Mm-hmm.
instead of focusing on the thing that actually moves the needle. So for example, the gentleman before that was saying, hey, I failed 4 behavioral question rounds. He's done a good job of dissecting, oh, interesting. I might need to go study on how to do behavioral questions better because I've identified that the data tells me that this is where I keep failing my interviews. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Have you applied to any jobs yet?
I've been lately, well, since the government shut down, I have been doing that on a daily basis. Yes.
How many?
I would say on an average day, just one day, I put up probably about 10 or even more than because I'll get up in the morning and I just keep applying.
10 a day?
Yes.
Okay. And how many days have you done that for?
I've been doing it since the government shut down for now 2 months, and I've been applying and putting myself out there.
So you've applied to 600 jobs?
At least that much.
And how many interviews have you gotten?
I have gotten probably 10 to 20.
Okay. So do you see what I'm saying there? Like you're
Right.
focused on your resume, but your resume is not the problem. You have 20 interviews.
Right.
So my next question is, why didn't you pass those 20 interviews?
That is the big question right there.
Yeah.
I'm rolling into, to be honest. That's why I was like, when I found your program, I was like, okay, let's go down this road. And I've been talking with Kevin on a daily basis because I spoke with him today.
Yeah, my guess is that if you were to reverse engineer those 20 interviews, we'd find it's like either behavioral questions or product-based questions that you keep failing on one of those 2 rounds. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing we need to dive into in the background and then have our coaches actually help you so you come off comfortable with those questions. Because the thing about a $300,000 role is that they're going to be picky for that kind of money. But you need to show them in a quick 30 minutes that you're the guy. So it's more about trust building. And it's more about selling yourself in that short amount of time. I wouldn't even touch your resume if you got 20 interviews out of 600. Like we can apply to 600 in a month and then get you another 20 and then get you back. And then in the meantime, as those applications go out, you just focus on getting ready for the interview itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And that's what Kevin told me also as well.
There you go. I'm glad he's helping.
Yeah.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Desmond.
Oh.
All right. Caleb, network engineer, wants to be a DE. What are your plans for international students? Depends, Caleb. Where are you located?
I'm in Boston right now.
Did you say Boston?
Yep.
Are you international?
Yep. Like I'm an international student here. I'm doing my
Okay.
master's currently.
Okay. So you're not you F1 OPT?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. And have you talked to anybody yet?
I think I spoke with Keisha.
Okay. Go back to Keisha. She should have the international plans that she can go over with you. But
Oh,
basically, we have something called the visa package.
Oh, okay. I think she did that.
Yeah, I would just hit her up. She should be able to help you from there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you, Caleb.
You're
I hope you enjoy
welcome.
Boston.
It's pretty cool out here.
Yeah, it is, man. I went to school there.
Oh, really? What school?
BC, Boston College.
Oh, that's cool.
It was good. It was
Right.
fun. All right, let me keep going before we run out of time. I cannot share this recording for legal purposes. Sorry about that. Bazel, how long did will the program take? So it's a 12-month contract. It's anywhere between 10 and 40K. So Bazel, if you want to talk to somebody, just put a yes in the chat and I'll send you a link. How long it takes is mostly dependent on how many hours a week you're willing to put in. Most people will do 4 to 10 months. Depends also how much tech background you have as well. Trizel, I'd like to know what practice programs can help me get familiar with so that I may develop a good head start before I jump the way in. Yeah, I might take, I mean, honestly, that you can just do anything on YouTube, but like I recommend if you're gonna do that, just do the program, because what happens is people will go on something like YouTube or Reddit and then they'll go down a rabbit hole and then quickly they will start doing things that don't matter. I gave advice someone to go do X for SQL, and then they ended up doing like Linux programs because they read somewhere that SQL was paired very well with Linux, and Linux is not on the data engineer interview at all in any way, shape, or form. And so they just ended up wasting like 6 months. So that's the danger. And so I'd recommend you just start if that's what you're going to do anyways. If anything, your head start might turn into a delayed start. Let me keep going. Pranaya, are you on the call?
Okay, Christopher, before I
I'm
got
there.
one. Can I say one thing,
Yeah,
Chris?
yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Because no, what I was really referring to was because I seen some of the you guys sent me some like test questions and stuff, but there was like somewhere up in there like little programs. I think like one of them had something to do with Amazon or something, but I really wasn't sure. Like should I download it and mess with it, because it was saying like.
I'll put the link to our website. You can create a free account at dataengineeracademy.com and do a little bit of SQL. So that's what you can actually do to better get you there. The problem again there is that you just might get overwhelmed and confused with no one to ask questions. So when you do run into that, just hit us up. But you just create an account there and go from there. The Amazon stuff is just there's a SQL question based on Amazon data. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
Right on. All right. Let me go to Pranaya, IT project manager, Canada. Don't want to say compensation, career change starting with remote. So what's the question, Pranaya?
Okay, so thanks, Chris, for your time.
Sure.
I'm just curious to know what exactly this program can do, because what I heard that this is predominantly for USA, but I'm in Canada. Now, I'm in my 50s basically. So I'm a project manager, and my little background about 10 years back was development. I was a Java programmer and SQLs and everything.
Sure.
I'm learning right now Azure. So I'm pretty close to technology, but my current role is not technology. It is project manager, just towards managerial. So I'm trying for a switch over to career. And of course, the idea is to get some compensation. My current compensation is not that. That's I'm not comfortable even telling here. It's not worth telling. So I'm just trying to see, can this program really help me in any way to get a remote job from USA or land in some kind of job in Canada, which will get a little more money, and gradually, if I find enough confidence, I'll just switch over, leave my project manager job behind.
If you learn data stuff and technical program manager stuff, will that give you more confidence?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
And if you're making low enough of money where you are too uncomfortable to say it, do you think that you will make more money in your next job by learning more skills with us?
That's exactly what I'm curious to know. Is it possible? Because as you know, as I told that I'm in 50s right now. I have more than 2 decades of experience in IT in various roles. Of course,
do you think companies value somebody with 20 years experience?
They don't. 100%. They don't. Yeah.
With 20 years experience in tech?
They don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm just telling from my experience. I'm currently in one of the big 5 bank in Canada. I'm seeing, okay, let me tell the salary. I mean, for people just, I'm okay to say it's around 120K. So that kind of money in a city like in Canada, it's barely hand to mouth, right, for a family. So of course, it's not enough to build something. So now that's a bit of desperation. I don't have much time in my career left over, so I should do something.
Aside from your anecdotal experience, do you have data to tell you that companies aren't hiring 50-year-olds?
I don't know, basically, because...
Have you tried looking it up or looking it up on ChatGPT?
Of course.
And what did you find?
So, I mean, if you have a little idea about the Canada, so you keep applying, but interview won't show up. Actually, people normally don't call for interview. I'm applying for various roles probably for last 3-4 years. Would have applied.
How many roles?
Probably I would have applied 200-300 things.
How many different roles? How many different roles?
Mostly I was looking for some kind of, in my current profession, like a program manager, director, enterprise program manager, all this thing. That just doesn't show up. So till I'm just trying to take a hard turn that if I'm little having flair of technology, why not try something which I can do? Because I grown up as my past experience that I do designing, I was an architect in Java, J2E domain about 10 years back. That's a long time. I think I've forgotten many things. But I feel if I can go back to technology, probably something might work out. So I'm in exploratory phase, to be honest.
Okay. So what I have seen is that the person that applies to 10 different roles is not understanding their actual success rates.
No, it's not 10 different roles, Chris. It is a single role. Their name are
Which
different.
one? What's the overarching title of that role?
It is IT project manager. If you go to a different flavor,
okay,
IT
so you've applied
manager,
to 200 IT PM jobs. So how
Absolutely.
many jobs have you gotten? How many interviews have you gotten?
I think 1 or 2 I just got. That's all.
Okay, from 200.
Yeah, in Canada, I'm talking of.
Okay.
USA
And-
normally it doesn't. They
Yeah,
don't call.
Yeah, I would put aside the US. You have better chances to get a job in Canada. My question, I guess, is why do you think you've gotten a 1% success rate?
Well, that's the way Canada it is. I mean, it's not I'm alone. I kind of asked around, talked around people.
I'm not I'm not saying you're alone, but there's people getting jobs, right?
They are. I mean, it is actually
there's people getting jobs, right? Like aside from your anecdotal experience and you asking around to your friends, there's people out there that are getting jobs. Yes or no?
They are getting jobs. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and you are not getting a job. Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is the difference between this person and you?
It's networking. I mean, it doesn't matter kind of skills beyond a point. It's how networked you are and knowing the right kind of people, especially the senior leadership or executives across company. That's the only way to survive.
So have you networked?
Yeah, survive to getting a good job or a good job interview at least.
So have you networked?
I tried, but in my network so far, I was not successful in catch hold of, a VP or an executive or a CEO or CIO or somebody who can help in that way. So no, it's not good. I didn't do that so far. Couldn't do that.
Okay. So that's not an option. So what are some other options? What are some other differences between this person here and you into why they might have gotten a job?
I don't think so anything other than networking. And basically the basic experience on this skill set. And I have 3 certifications like PMP, CSM, these are all there. With the same exact certification experience, people will land in very kind of director, even senior director role. But it doesn't come. You do not network with right people, you do not get it. And that right people, how to network, how people are doing network, I don't understand. Because basically, in my level, I talk to multiple people, hundreds of them rather. So everybody has a similar problem. So looks like it's a Canadian kind of problem probably. But let me not generalize. Bottom line, for me, it's not working out. So,
Okay. So what do you want me to say?
So what I'm looking for, the data engineering academy, if I'm just taking any course, so can I get something in Canada in a remote?
I
Or
mean,
is it possible?
we go off of data that
Yeah.
is outside of our academy because there's way more data outside of our academy than within our academy.
Yeah.
And outside our academy, there's a bunch of people getting jobs in Canada.
Is it possible to get something remote in USA working from Canada?
I mean, you're 20% or 30% of a chance to get it. Again, you have a higher chance to do Canada, right? Because you don't have to go through any visa stuff. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah. Okay, so I can get something in Canada even if it's remote, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Have you looked
So,
at levels.fyi?
no. Actually, data engineering, I kind of, explored Google and go to LinkedIn, Indeed, but did not apply because I do not have the basic tech skill set to back up on, my experiences or
So
the
look at this
requirements.
site.
So,
Look at this site here. I just sent you a link. It's called levels.fyi. Filter for Canada. And when you
Mhm.
filter for Canada, you can then go and see all the people that are landing roles. They literally update the day of, hey, I just accepted this role, etc. So you can see all the people that are getting jobs in real time.
you sent me something in the chat.
Yeah, I responded to your question with levels.fyi. This is not a site we own, by the way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I saw that.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Helpful?
Yeah, I'm just seeing that. So, okay, the second one, I would like to know what's the duration of this course if I take one of the package and how you guys tailor it. And what I heard that you guys will help, kind of handhold till getting some job or something.
Yeah. Have you talked to anybody yet at the company?
Oh, not yet. I think I got a couple of missed call, but I was in office, so I couldn't pick up. But yeah, not so far.
So do this. I just put in another link. You can book a
Yeah.
call with this person there and talk to this person about your situation. In terms of how we help, we're going to fill in your gaps with education, and then we're going to scale your application. So if you got 2 interviews out of 200 applications, we can apply to 2,000 jobs so that you don't have to while you prep for the interviews, and you'll get 20 interviews. Right. If we keep that 1% success rate, my guess is there's some tweaking we can do to your resume and maybe bump that up to 2-3% success rate. Right. Because our logic is that if we apply to 2,000 jobs at a 3% success rate, you get 60 interviews. If you get 60 interviews, I think you will get a job, regardless of what you think about your age, regardless about what your networking friends tell you, et cetera, et cetera. I think you will get a higher paying role because I'm assuming you have 20 years experience.
That's right. Yeah. It's more than 20. In
So
fact.
you're underpaid at 120. You know this, I know this, right? So that's the way I look at it. It's just a numbers game, right? And you don't have to apply to the 2,000 jobs. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me book then something as you send in the link.
Cool. Awesome. Makes sense.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Bhavna. Yeah, no worries. Bhavna, I know you had your hand up. Let me go over you real quick. Apologies to everyone else, but she had already gone. So Bhavna, go ahead. What's the question?
Sure. Thank you so much, Chris. So I had a question on a resume. So you, on the question of the Desmond, you suggested that the resume should be it should not be more than 2 to 3 pages, right? But I have been experienced that if any recruiter is, not able to find the technical skill and the experience work, then the chances are high to fall down and at the initial stage and not get the next step. So, I mean, and if I put the resume in detail, then it looked like too much on a resume. I mean, I said I do have over 15 years of experience, but my resume is almost 5 page. So what you recommend, like how many number of pages it should be?
The number of pages matter less and less the more experience you have. I still think 3 is fine. I think what matters more is that it's like a first impression, right? Someone's
Right.
going to judge you on a first impression, and if the first thing they see in a resume is 3 pages before they get to your most recent experience, you're going to be like, what in the world?
Okay.
Right? Because most people won't have the attention span to even scroll down past the first page. And so that first page is more important. And then you can stack up a bunch of other stuff in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, right? So if you have 5 pages, I wouldn't worry about it. Like if you can trim it down to 4, that's great. What's even better is focusing very much on the first page. Quality over quantity. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much, Chris.
You got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Julio or Julio, one or the other. Project manager wants to become a data analyst or DevOps, wants to go from 100 to 175. Experience in SQL, Python, cool. Thank you for putting that there. I have experience, but when it comes to assessment testing, how much of the commands from the top of the head is necessary? If review, I'm able to do the work. That's an interesting question. Yeah, so unfortunately, you can't use Google or ChatGPT during the interview. So yeah, you do need to know how to code in front of somebody without getting any extra help. Have you started to apply yet, Julio? You're muted, by the way, in case you're talking. I know you're on the phone. Testing, testing. Julio. Julio. Going once, going twice. Okay. Well, I will go on to the next person, Julia, but hopefully that's helpful. You do need to know it. If you haven't talked to anybody yet, because I don't know if you put anything there, I'll add an extra link in there if you want to book a call and go from there. Thank you, Julia. And then Dana, staff development coordinator, making 89, wants to become a data analyst to make 130. What is the best way to position myself for a new career as a data analyst with some bootcamp training? Dana, have you spoken to anyone at the company yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. Do you have any SQL, Excel, Power BI experience?
No, I have Java, JavaScript. That I was on a pathway becoming a SDET. However, the program that I was in, I was kind of disappointed in certain things, so I didn't finish. But that's all the further back that I've gotten with that.
Okay, cool. So what I can do is I can book you in with somebody for you to have a more in-depth conversation. But in terms of like the best way to position yourself, I just put a link in the chat, by the way, for you. But the best way to position
thanks.
yourself is to learn the basics of data analysts, SQL, Excel, Python, dashboarding, right? I would go one step further and learn the data engineering stuff. This is advice I always give, but if you can be overqualified for the role that you're going for, you are just going to have a much likelier chance of hitting the goal that you want. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
So if you're applying for a data analyst position, have data engineering knowledge. If you're applying for a data engineer, have AI engineering knowledge. Make sense?
Yes. I did do, I don't know if this means anything, but I did complete the Oracle challenge for the foundations, the OCI foundation associate. So just to more or less keep me familiar with some of the terms, but that was something I just completed in October.
Show it off if you can. Why not?
Okay.
I like it. I like it. I mean, there's no harm in putting that on your resume, but we'll take a deeper look and go from there.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Dana.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see. I think One person had DM'd me, but they're no longer here. Okay, going once. If anyone else has any questions, going once, going twice. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.